Okay. Hopefully we should be back up now. I think. We are back. Perfect. No, it's not Tangia that broke the stream. It's the graphic driver. Because whenever I crash in Icarus and some games, it's actually the graphics driver crashing, which is so stupid, and I don't understand why it's crashing in that way. It shouldn't crash in that way, and it just always does that. And I don't understand why it's crashing either to fix it. It's so dumb. Yeah, I know, Ball. I got it to work. It went through. No, like everything went fine. I'm just sad that it didn't actually play for. I assume it didn't play for you guys, but I can replay it if you guys didn't hear it. That's not an issue. Since it's crashing so much, I might just switch over to Trackmania for today. I don't understand why this game is fucking up my PC so much. Last time we streamed it, I was able to stream for 3.5 hours completely fine. This time it gave me a crash after an hour, then restarted it, gave me another crash in like 20 minutes. So it's completely random. Every day is different with this freaking game. It does the same thing. It's the same crash, I think, than Arc gets, except Arc can most of the time give me like 7 or 8 hours before it's starting to give me issues, which is disappointing to me that Icarus is just being a pain sometimes. But that's fine. We're just gonna switch to Trackmania instead, and most likely work on some ad campaign stuff, maybe. I don't know. Let me switch the game capture to Trackmania, which should now function. We should almost be ready to go back into everything. Okay, hopefully nothing is broken for everyone after this, but we're gonna hope that everything works just fine in Trackmania. Typically Trackmania doesn't give me issues though, so we should be good. Alright. Oh, we're gonna get ads in a second, I assume. Well, I'm sorry that these issues are happening. I know about the issue being a problem. I just can't fix it. I've tried so many things to fix it and it just does not work, and I'm worried it's some sort of actual hardware being in the process of failing permanently. But sadly, with my current financial situation, I don't want to spend on fixing the PC, at least not using financial means. But anyways, thank you very much for the Tangia donation, Bull. Every little donation is always appreciated, and I don't expect any. So whenever people want to give something, I'm very happy to get something. Also, I do believe that this month, I think I checked last time, and I think this month is gonna be the first time I get some sort of paycheck from Twitch, which is gonna be nice. That in about 3 months, well, within about 3 months of getting affiliate, I can already start to see essentially a little bit of money coming from it. I obviously never expected to get that much support. In fact, I feel like I'm getting more support than I expected from, like, at least starting from several months ago. I've heard so many people just say that they were getting no support while getting like streaming with 1 viewer, 0 viewer, 1 viewer for years. Meanwhile, I started like in last August, and I already have a situation where I can pretty regularly have a few people around, which is honestly much better than I ever expected. I'm so happy that people are even interested in just coming around, and even if it's just for a few minutes. Okay, let's see about this map. I think I played this map last week. Gotta go. You get preparing for this streaming. Yeah, no problem, Bill. Thank you for passing by. I'm actually probably gonna open up the stream and just lurk on the side as well. Because I do feel like it's possible that I'm gonna be very interested in watching what she's doing today. And it is true that she's... If we go according to her schedule, she should be live in about like 10-15 minutes. Oh, I also forgot to put up my chat for the dual stream. I always forget whenever stream crashes like that. I forget to get the chat refreshed for the dual stream. Alright, let's try to go for author time on this map. I think I remember last time I was working on this one, I was feeling like I was struggling a little bit, but I think I can make that map happen for author time. Even though it is a dirt map, I don't think it's that bad of a dirt map for me. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my head back into Trackmania now. Also get my head back into the mind that this is practice and not just immediately getting good times. Okay, there's definitely something I forgot to do at the beginning. And I can't hit that because now I'm very slow. I think I might be drifting too wide. My god, why am I so far behind already? Okay. Now I'm struggling to hit silver, which is crazy. That's too far to the left after the little ramp. Okay, I need to be further right there, but I knew about that. Okay. Okay, that's probably not that bad. Except that I'm trying to be very smooth, and some of these corners will need to be going a little bit harder. Dang, I was trying to quickly get in position, and doing it quickly was not the move there. I mean, the lower the jump on that, the better it's gonna be, but obviously if you want to go with a low jump, you're gonna need to make sure that you don't hit the slowdown. Dang. Close. Alright. Okay, I'm starting to see a very nice start that I can implement, which is good. But it changes my overall lines for later, because now I have more speed at the beginning, and I need to remind myself of what, well, find new lines essentially is what I need to do when I have that much extra speed. Because I can't really use the same lines that worked. I tried to go left way too early there, but that's essentially what I need to do, huh? Not as good now. That little bump. That little bump on the left there, I need to absolutely go just wide enough to miss it. But as long as I go wide enough to miss it, I end up in this section with a bit more speed. Okay, well, oh my god, I need to finish some runs, but whenever I'm much slower than my PB, the issue that I end up getting comes down to the fact that runs, well, the lines that worked before can sometimes not be working because of lack of speed. Which is an issue because I can't actually practice the proper line if I don't have the speed for it. Okay, apparently I lost a bunch of speed on that. And I was too far to the left on that jump. Then I was too far right before that. Okay. No, this is not a good start. god, I hate that I'm just not getting the stars that I want now. But this map is also great practice for some full dirt map. Or at least mostly dirt map, because there's a tiny bit of road and other surfaces, but it's almost exclusively dirt, which is definitely something I like practicing. So I'm actually really happy that I can generally have a map to practice it whenever I can. Nope, that's not what I want. I think I slightly touched the wall on the outside, well, on the right side after that jump. I hit the wall there on the left. Yeah, this is the type of jump that you need. I think if I had the speed, that would have worked, but because I didn't have the speed, that kind of failed. No, that's not happening. That's the wrong line. Man, this is not an easy map for me at this time. I'm struggling to have the level of control that I want from the car. I have no extra speed, just extra time. But then I jumped way too low and didn't get anything from it. Okay, that was not an important message. Okay, I lost all my speed somehow. Okay, not great. Okay, that's a small improvement. I somehow gained speed in the middle there, and I'm honestly not 100% sure what gave me the extra speed, to be quite honest. I'm gonna have to check on what happened. I think the line was slightly better, but I don't think the setup beforehand was better, which is why I'm surprised that it gains so much. Like, this is a much stronger setup already. And I can get to the inside. And I lost time in the loop. Wow. Is it better for me to just be really, really tight on the left side of that loop? I know I was very far to the left side of that loop in my current PB now. That is very... That's very interesting. I don't know what is and isn't good on dirt in every possibilities yet, so I'm obviously still in need to take that time to learn how to get better. I think the general idea that I had on that failure was actually good, but I didn't execute it properly. No, going too far to the inside is bad there. Okay, not going well. I tried to go tight on the inside and I hit the wall. Wider can work there. I hit the slowdown there. It was very close though. I might have been able to barely not touch it. No, that's not happening. I'm slowing down too much there. Ooh. That is a slow start now. What the hell am I doing wrong? Okay. Now that is a faster start. Perfect. Dang, I'm trying to be really tight on that line and it's kind of not working. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick stretch and water break. God. I feel like I spend most of the day being way too, well, way too hunched up. And Icarus did not help me on that front. Now that I'm back on, well, a game that I can sit back a little bit more easily, I think that's a good move for me to just reset my position. Also, all right. All right. Okay, not bad. Let's get started with... I mean, that is a terrible startup line. I mean, it didn't hit the wall, but that was a bad recovery. Yeah, I was doing okay until the very last part. No, I lost 350 and 15 speed. I'm just losing even more, okay? I think I need to... Okay. Okay, that's... Okay. That might still beat it, but... Okay. That's not too bad. Oh, okay. I messed that one up. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, okay. Kinda messed that one up. I am not 100% sure of what made me so fast in the loop on my PB. I mean, I assume I had a decent, like a better speed than the other runs, maybe? And that might have helped me, but I think the angle I took it at might also have been better. Okay, so this was not horrible, but that's bad. Okay. Oh, that's not the right angle. Yeah, I like the wider start line better. I think I might lose a tiny bit of speed on it. but I think I catch it back. Well, not this time. I hit the slow-mo there. Oh, that's not great. I lost a lot of speed there. Yeah. That jump down and drift was bad. Yeah, that didn't go as planned. Okay, maybe that's better. Okay, slight improvement, but only just exactly 1/10 of improvement. So that's not a lot, but it's a small improvement. And it's a slightly more predictable PB now, in my opinion. Wow, okay. Oh, that's not the greatest line at all. Oops, okay. Okay. Okay, that's a good one. Oh, that jump is bad though. That's too bad. That had good potential. Okay, let's see. Oh, not great of a line, but we can recover it. Try to see if I can improve on the rest of the map. Too much speed, not enough correction on that one. Actually, I didn't correct anything. I was hoping that it would make it. Okay, not bad. Oh god, I'm going really close to that wall apparently. I was kind of following along with PB on that one. Okay. Ooh, that little thing that I hit wasn't good. I'm gonna lose time for that. But not a bad jump. Good setup. Straighten early enough. Fix that little issue. That's gonna be good. Probably auto time on that one. Yep. Sometimes you can tell before it actually shows it to you. And on that one I could tell before it told me. Oh, yeah, when I do campaign I prefer having world records, not actual regional. Okay, what's going on here? Oh god, it's that map. I don't know if I'm gonna be grinding that map. I remember that one. Although, this is something I need to practice really, really badly, so maybe I should actually practice this map. Okay. I think I'm not setting up wide enough. Not really the move there. God, I'm wondering if I'm better to actually go here. Okay, that's not bad. God, I barely didn't make it. Okay, that's actually not bad. Okay, that's good. Oh god. Yeah, went straight on the grass. Um, I mean, that reaches, but... Okay, that's not great. Okay. Dang, that was almost good. Okay, not bad. Nice! Good improvement. I'm still like 1.5 seconds away from the time I need, but... I'm wondering if I'm going at it somewhat wrong. Wonder if I should do more like this. Okay, that's actually better. Now that I see it. Oh, that almost recovered. Sadly, it didn't. Okay, so what I've realized is that if I do this, it seems to work better. So wider for these is better. I didn't go wide on that one, so this is gonna be terrible. I need to be real low on that. Okay, not bad. I've seen better. Way too high. Completely went over it. That's better than PB. That's the worst one. That's interesting because now I'm seeing new ways to improve. My landing was bad, so I didn't have the angle to recover. Dang. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. Okay, not a bad landing, not fast, but not a bad landing. You can go really low on that one and it still works. I just don't know if going low is faster. But it's hard for me to know what's fast and what's slow considering I'm barely able to make these freaking jumps. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't work for me every time. This is a little too high. Okay, that's actually not bad. It's kind of sad that this is a better time because that was a terrible end. I think I'm going too far again. Although I recovered it. Okay, that's another bad end, but if I can continue getting those decent starts, I might finally be able to get another time in a half-pipe map. Okay, that's actually not terrible of a line. I've seen better. Okay. Oh, that's one that I almost didn't bump. I keep getting those terrible ends, and they're still faster, which is annoying. Kinda messed that one up, but it might still be pretty good. Okay, that's close to PB, not to PB, but to author time now. That's not great, but it's close. God. Okay. That might not be too bad because I have a better angle. So that's at least an okay end. That's an okay start. I had to say something. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think the PB right now has the very low line on that one. That barely made it, so I might not want to follow along with exactly that. But if I can do something half decent that still gets there, I might still be able to do a lower jump here. Oh, that's not lower though. But I can do that. God, that was a bad landing. I'm kind of getting a feel for the final jump, well, the final section that I think I was messing up before. I messed it up, but yeah. I'm starting to get a good feeling about that last one. Oh, wow, okay. That's the danger of doing the low line there. If you clip like that, you're not making it. Or at least you're not making it fast. It's a similar run now. Okay. I didn't even go too far. That's impressive. Oh, well, that's too high, but I missed the setup. No, I'm not making it. Okay. Okay, not the greatest end, but I gained so much speed right before the end that I actually somehow managed to get the author time on that one. Alright, let's go next. I would like to try and hit author time on the first 15 maps in every campaign eventually. And ideally first 20 as well, but I think the black tracks are, well, the last 5 are still on the really hard side for me to get a really amazing run on. Okay. Now, this is this is one of those maps that I'm not expecting to actually beat anytime soon, but if I don't take the time to practice it and learn, I'm never gonna get better. I didn't have the angle there. Okay, that's not what you want. Okay. Don't understand why that happened. This is one of the reasons why I don't like ice. Like, I understand ice to a certain degree, but not enough. And not only do I not understand it enough, I feel like even for what I do understand, it still feels like it doesn't act in the way that I expect it to. Like, what happened there? I'm doing like a left tap and all of a sudden my car's going right. Damn, I hit that wall and got sent off track completely. It's just annoying to me because it feels like ice maps end up being luck based for me so much. It's either I get a good run or I get fucked until I do somewhat okay. So like now I've got an okay run, but my best score was not taking it as safe in that second half and got a better run for that reason. Okay, if I can at least practice that second section a bit, why not? Yep. I might just need to do a bunch of reset once I get to the second phase. Just so I get a better feel for it. Okay, not bad. Okay, that's not too terrible. Okay, well, that's closer to goal at least. Okay. God, I have so little control over anything that I do. It's really annoying. Okay. Yeah. Didn't go the right way there. Okay, well. Okay, well, I recovered that. Well, didn't recover that. Really annoying for me. Oh, I just a little late on that one, I think. Okay, well, that's not horrible. That still kind of works. I'm starting to get somewhat of a functional line around here, but you can't bump like that. That's just not gonna give you any time at all. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I was trying to recover the car for way too long and couldn't align it to make the jump then. Okay, well, that's... Okay, well that's a little faster. We might have an opportunity to do something. Yep. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Could have had a better lineup there, but dang, that was a decent run and I messed it up at the very end. Okay, that's fine. Recovered that. Lost too much speed there. Okay. Okay. Oh. Nope. Okay. Dang. I was going so wide on that one. Okay. Almost gold. Very much almost gold. Mm. Okay, that's actually good. Okay. I'm actually happy with gold on this map, I think. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I clicked that. I hate that this is not solo at the very top by default. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. I remember that map now. God, I'm catching up quite a bit to that run, so that run has a terrible start. I say that and I somehow managed to get even worse of a start. Okay. I'm obviously trying to see what I can get away with to a certain degree right now. Okay, well, I had an opportunity to have a pretty good start there and I messed it up. I think low. Okay, yeah. I need to figure out what lines I think work best. Okay. My god, the way they made that start doesn't feel natural at all. At least not to me. Okay, move. Okay, yep. Jesus. I don't think I got there with that much speed a single time, so I actually wasn't sure what I wanted to do with that much speed. Okay. I missed the little hole I had to go through. Okay. Oh my god, this start is just nuts. If I'm not tight enough through there, that's actually not great either. Okay, well that's not good. Bump the wall twice. I need to practice that end section though. I don't know what line they want me to take right there, but it's actually really weird for me. The fact that it's completely blind makes it even worse. God. Let's go wider. That's not helpful. I'm so inconsistent in my landing zone that it's giving me a different result nearly every time. I prefer the going straighter and drifting. I don't think it's the fastest, but crap. Oh, yeah. That worked, but gave me such an annoying line. Oops. Oh my god, I'm really struggling with this map. It's another one of those that I'm struggling without a good reason, and it's very much annoying me because it feels like everything I do is extremely inconsistent. Yeah, and I'm not making that. I got lucky and still managed to get away with something bad. Okay. 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 Yeah, that end section is messing me up. I'm gonna continue this because I'm close to PB and I'm just so terrible at that end section that I was full turning there the entire way with no gas, no anything, and still didn't make it. So I need either wider setup, drifting, or something, and I don't think drifting works in that angle. I mean, it might, but I'm not gonna be controlling it. Okay, well that went okay, I guess. Okay, we're gonna be practicing that section again, which I think that's the way to do it, maybe? I don't know. Oh my god. I messed up the setup on that last one. If I can get at the very least at least gold medal, that'd be nice. The fact that I don't even have gold on some of these maps is what bothers me. Like, not getting author time, I can accept because some author times are just wrong, even in the campaign. Which is totally fine. But not having gold, when gold is supposed to be relatively fine to achieve, that's what bothers me the most. Okay. At least now I have author time. I would say it's not the greatest author time. Well, not author time, I mean gold time. It's not the greatest gold time, but it is a gold time. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go see what I can do on that one. Oh, I already have author on that one. I still missed two author time there. We'll try and see which maps these were. Oh god, it's that one. This is reactor booster. I'm not able to do that one. I've been trying so hard. And which one is that? Is that the sausage block one? Oh no. That's the Neo one. And I'm not able to hit that one either. Oh, actually, I needed to exit, not go next. I think we can start going into map 16 and just see what I can do. I don't like what I saw at the very start there, yeah. That's great. Oh, is that fragile or is it? It is fragile, okay. Whoa, okay. I didn't expect any of that stuff. God, this map is bumpy. Okay, I'm close to gold, but I'm being very careful in some sections just to avoid fragile messing me up. Okay, well, I missed the line there. Alright. I mean, there's no reason for me to absolutely go between the arrows, but might still be better. I don't know if that's the best line, but it is definitely not a bad move. This, you can take the jump with pretty much max speed and there's no issues. Well, that's sad. I had a decent little bit of gain and I lost it all. Man, ooh, that's not great. Okay, if I could hit less things, that would be pretty helpful there. I should have gone through the triangle and I hesitated because I thought to myself, oh, I don't normally manage to do it, but I at such low speed I should have been able to hit it properly. Okay, not bad. Okay, I mean, do I think auto time is possible? Maybe, but I would like to go through a few more maps, just get a feel for it. Oh, I think I've seen this map. Oh, maybe not. I think I saw the start of a map that looked like that one, but it might not be this map. In fact, it might be because this is a map that is inspired by the other one. That's actually probably what happened. God. Yep. That 3 is in an annoying spot. I'll be honest. I'm going in all the wrong directions today. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is one of those maps that feels hard because you don't fucking know where you're going. Like, there's so many things in the map everywhere giving indication, like, okay, like the road's going right, but I need to go left, or the other way around. Or no indications until you're like mid-turn for what you need to do after the turn. Like here, like there's no indication for what you do until you're already way beyond the turns. Same for that one. Yep. This map annoys me because of the indications being honestly not great. Okay. Could do better. Okay. Alright, what's the time? Only a silver, and by far a silver. It's actually barely a silver, which is even more annoying. But this is... Well, first of all, this is a reactor booster map, which I'm pretty bad at still. And second of all, on top of being a reactor booster map, which is one of the things that I'm still struggling with, it's one that I feel like the pathfinding is not great. Doesn't feel clear enough for me, at least. Okay, that's gonna be a way cleaner run at the very least, so we should be able to get a bit more of a feel for what my actual time is. But that still was a really bad end. I think you're supposed to still have reactor by the time you get to that section at the very end, and I end up being so slow that I don't have any reactor boost left by that point. I lost all the time I gained. God. That start is annoying to me. Because you can't really be on top of the little hill. You really need to ride the bottom section of it. And after that, you're gonna have a very short time to do the climb here before you're way too wide, just like I did now. And if you're too wide, you lose so much time. And if you do what I just did, you're not doing too great either. So God, I'm already half a second slow, which is not great. Yep. Okay, well that's not bad. Wasn't the greatest line, but that was fine. Okay, kind of messed it up at the very end again. And I bumped in a bad spot, so I lost a ton of speed right before the grass, which made me lose a bunch of time. Now that's actually an okay start so far. Oh, that's a bad bump. I'm gonna lose everything, yeah. And now I no longer gain a ton on this section, so I still can gain there, but not if I bumped stuff. Okay. God, I'll be honest and say it. This map I don't really like yet. This is one of those maps that are not really in my styles. Okay, not bad. Okay, no, not working. Hi, thank you for the follow. Struggling a little bit on this map. Reactor booster is still very hard for me, but we're starting to get it a bit better. If I don't hit the walls, I might be able to get something done. But I'm still hitting the walls a lot because I kinda don't control reactor boosting all that well. Okay. Yeah, I lost a ton of speed on that. I keep trying to push it a little bit more than I'm comfortable, and it's not really working out most of the time. I'm starting to get some of these really good starts. And then I come to that little chicane in the middle and I'm struggling to make it through. Because I have way more speed than I'm used to having there. Okay. And I slowed down in a place that I wasn't expecting on that one. Okay, good top line there. I caught up a bunch. Good no slowdown line there. But not great line right there. I might have lost a tiny bit. Yeah. And I went too wide on that one. That was more speed than I'm used to having, so I gave a different set of inputs to try and compensate for it. Okay. Dang. That kind of was a good combination until I messed it up. And it was just barely a mess up too. Okay, I'm starting to get a good line up that beginning hill now. And it's actually starting to get me into a much better position to get there quick. Which means I can do that. Although this one didn't go too great. Three seconds gain. That's actually a decent chunk. I do feel like I could improve a little bit more. At least I have gold now, even though the in-game medals are not wanting to update. I know that I have my own personal add-on that shows it properly. So I know what I need to gain for otter time, which is good. Okay, well I messed up the start a little bit, but we can still gain. Well, we could have still gained time, but I ended up scraping that wall for way too long. Okay, that's good. I tried to go on the inside too early. Okay. That's a good start. This is not great of a line, but it made it. Oh, I bumped on this one too. I need to practice that very last section to the finish, because I'm getting terrible finishes literally all the time. I don't know what the good line there would be. Okay, time for a little bit of a drink. God, okay. Okay. Another good start. I wouldn't say great on that one though, but good. Okay, I think that was not ideal of a line. I was too far on the inside before the chicane. Need to be careful about not going too far on the insane before the chicane, otherwise it really messes me up. Okay, also I have the space. Okay. Didn't have that much space apparently. Don't know why I wanted to go and follow the regular, well, what would have been a regular path there, but my brain might be starting to get tired now with that much focusing for a long time. Okay. Dang, okay. Didn't think that if I come with too much speed that could end up being an issue. Oh my god. I don't even need to be that low on that spot too. It's just me wanting to not go too high. But you don't need to go extremely low on it because you need to come back up anyways after that. Okay. Okay. Yep, not great. Okay, well, slight improvement. Let's go next. Oops, I dropped my controller. Okay. No, no. I wasn't sure if you could jump. Okay. I've hit the wall like 4 times there. Okay. Ooh, okay. Where do I go from here? Oh god, okay. I recognize this finish. I think I've seen someone do this one on a video. Most likely virtual, but I don't know if it was somebody else. Oh. There we go. I'm wondering if my start is just wrong. Because right now I end up... Oh, okay. That was a little too far to the inside, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I please at least get there? Oh my god. Okay. I wanted to do it at jump, but I didn't expect it to be that insane of a jump. That's more what I was hoping to get. There we go. Now I'm gonna need to recognize where the finish is so that I can set up for the jump for it. Okay, it's here. After this. Yes, it's coming up here. Oh, I need to be way more to the inside. Okay. Didn't need to break that much there. A small release would have been enough. God damn, okay. I'm so much slower than PB, it's kind of funny that I'm still going for it just because I don't have a finish yet. Although I say that and I'm catching up now. Dang. That needs to be a drift, I think. Okay, I messed up the beginning that I normally do. Okay, that's not bad. I messed up that. Oh, went way too far to the inside there. Oop, okay. No, not what I want. Let's just continue this run so that I can try and finish one. Plus, yeah, this PB is not exactly hard to catch up to. Now, what's my move for the finish? Forgot about that. I think I never took that line, so I didn't expect there was a potential jump there. And that jump is pretty awful. You don't want to take that. Okay, well. Oh, there's a finish there too? I think it's slower though. I don't know which one is faster. I mean, the big one at the end is definitely safer, I can say that. I don't know which one of the two is just better to get. Okay. Oh, I forgot that turn. Okay, a low jump like that is actually pretty good. Then no jump here is what you want. Then a bit of a drift line here is probably good. Ideally a drift without bumping the wall here would be what you want. Oh well, that bump is also not something you want. That's a better line. Then you drift that. Really don't jump that one and don't bump that wall. Okay, well, we've got silver now. Yeah. Every time I miss that starting line, I don't know why, sometimes I just don't want to reset it, but if I miss it, there's no reason to even move. Kind of annoying. That checkpoint is closer though, so it is better to finish at that one. It's just way harder to get the angle that you need to be able to go through the regular checkpoint instead of doing the square one behind the map. I definitely got lucky the first time around of hitting the square one at the back, which allowed for me to have a run that didn't actually fail. Started to brake too late there. Okay, that was a better line. I barely got the shortcut, well, the small cut at the end. Which isn't really a cut, it's just a jump. Oh, that's... okay. That's quite the start line. Of course, I always have to hit that wall. That's... god damn, okay. How much do I need? 2.3 seconds? Dang, that last run was close to golden. Wasn't there though. That's fine. 2 wheels like that is not slower. I'm still accelerating, so that's fine. It's just scary. Oh, that's... okay, I bounced on the wall there, but that actually was a good bounce. That, yes, lost me time, but not that much. Some bounces don't lose you too much time. Now, obviously, the last one was pretty bad. Okay, I was too late on that, and I was probably too slow anyways. I'm not sure I would have made it. Okay, well that's a pretty okay start. Okay, well I followed it up with something good and then messed up that turn. Okay. Okay. Okay, good starting jump there. Didn't need to do that brake drift. Didn't need to do that one either. That one's necessary, so... Okay, well... Need to make that turn. Let's just continue it. Even though it's a horrible start. Okay, didn't make that. Okay, I'm gonna continue to mess up this for a while, I assume. Okay. Oh my god, I keep braking to make that little turn, but it makes me hit the wall on the inside just before the reactor boost. And it's an issue. Oh god, I hit the wall there too. Okay. I'm going further left than I need every time for that jump at the end. Like this very first little jump there, I'm trying to do it as far to the left as I can. Just so that I have as little airtime as possible. But it's not easy to hit it that tight. But when you do, you gain a little bit of time. I just need to not hit it too bad. Obviously, I need to not do that. I don't know why this car sometimes, when you touch the wall, it's like you've got glue attached to your car and you just cannot stop being glued to it like that. Okay. I tried to do a different end line on it, and I didn't have enough height for it. Okay, let's see. Nope, not interested. I'm going to the water, man. I feel like half my runs go in the water somewhere. Okay. You know what? We need the practice in the later sections, so let's just go with it. Plus, I feel like my PB is so bad that I can always catch up to it later on. Better setup here. I'm gonna be able to go wide, do a better drift, and now I'm back ahead. Except I missed that. I'm not gonna have the speed if I go through with that bump. Dang, barely didn't make it. Okay, at least that's gold. I'm gonna go next. Gold is... honestly, I'm happy with gold for now. Oh, I went the wrong way immediately. Oh, need to go this way. Okay. I didn't turn enough. There's no way I'm not making that. Okay. Alright. Better start already. Forgot that I needed to be further to that side. Okay. God. Okay, I think that's the first time I get one of those flip turny thing. I need to learn it, and I need to learn it while being on grass, which is not scary at all. Okay. Jesus, okay. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't turn there. I was aware that this was another loop, but... Ooh, I missed. There we go. Much better. Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah. Pretty good. Going out to the outside here. That's not the best angle that I have going up that section. Okay, good start. Bad follow-up. I was too far to the right to begin with. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I corrected for it, but not great of a line. Okay. I think I'm learning that taking the loops is better than I expected to. And this is one map that I'd be curious to see what the world record is like. Because I have a feeling that the world record does some stupid stuff. God, I keep forgetting that one, if I can set it up from the beginning, I can get a much better exit and not lose a ton of speed. Okay, it's that one. Okay, well I went way too wide now. You do want to exit it wide, but not that wide. That one you want to exit wide. Okay, well not that far back. And I climbed the wall twice there, which was not good. Okay. God, I came in a little bit too far left. It was a little bit hard to make it. Okay. Good. What is that? 56, 8. I mean, I have gold. Wait, no, I don't have gold. I'm close-ish to gold. I'm still in silver. I mean, this is not an easy thing for me. This is another one of those styles that I haven't practiced all that much. The loops and stuff like that. That's something I actually haven't done much of. I do enjoy it though. I like the flow of it. But even though I like the flow of it, since I have not practiced it, I am not good at it. Yep, I forgot already. Because I'm trying to evaluate a lot of stuff to make sure I don't go too high, not too low, but I think I need to go a little higher up that first ramp, otherwise it's not actually doing me any good. That might not even be good enough. I think I need to do even longer than that. And I forget this exit all the time. Okay, that's not bad, but I messed up this turn. Okay, we're catching up. Dang, I was kind of catching up, but I was kind of behind by a lot the entire time. And you don't really want to be behind by a lot. I'm still struggling. I think at this point I'm struggling to stay focused. Oh, okay. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I'm trying to check how much correction I need to give so that it does go further along without going over, obviously. And it's weird that it's kind of zigzagging now where it wasn't before. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know enough about what lines is good in the loops. And for that reason, I'm losing some time in some places that I don't necessarily expect. Like, I'm catching back on speed now, but even though I was catching back on speed, I was much slower and I was losing time everywhere, which made it worse. Okay, well that's not bad. I think it's not about staying up there long, it's just about hitting it at the right time. Like that, it's not bad. That's also not bad. I hit something on the ground there. Okay. That's much better as a line. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, I definitely need to be a little bit further to the right before I get into the loop. Well, not the loop, the banking turn. God. I think I can leave that further. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot this was a right turn. Okay. Starting to get a feel for some of these that is just better. So if I can get a good start, I should be able to do a better job at many of these now. It's an early exit. Not that early, apparently. Dang, okay. Wow, it went so high. Oh my god, I keep trying to adjust it smoothly and I can't adjust it that smoothly. God, am I really catching up? I don't know if I really am catching up. I guess I am. But probably isn't catching up enough. I mean, enough for a tiny PB, but nothing, like nothing really good. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do about getting the gold at least. Forgot. Man. Why am I forgetting this map so much? Nice. Okay, no. Okay, we're much faster now. Kind of messed up that turn, but we still maintain a good-ish speed, so we're probably fine. Okay, not the greatest turn on that last one. Yeah, kind of went too high. Okay, not bad. Okay. I lost half a second on that last grass banking. God. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting too tired now. I'm just struggling to remember the map. I just keep going the wrong way entirely. So I think it's time for me to end stream. Just my brain is dead. Plus, I need to not go to bed too late tonight, so it's probably best if I start to wind down early. Oh god, can I even do a raid tonight? I don't even know if I have a raidable person in my list. I guess Creon is in... Pretty sure I can raid her with pretty much any viewer count. Well, these four are big impossible. Nope. Nope. I think we're just gonna go into Korean. Since Tina isn't streaming tonight and Z ended already, we're just gonna go into Korean. Alright, alright, I'm gonna wish you all a good rest of your night, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.